And despite the warnings and stay-at-home orders, people in Tallahassee are still gathering in big groups. That's according to a new report released by the city's manager's office. ABC 27's Chantel Navarro is breaking down the findings for us.
6 dozen calls. That's how many times TPD has responded to large gathering calls since Governor DeSantis' stay-at-home order. The biggest offenders coming from apartment complexes.
Even though we have fared better than some, we must be vigilant.
City Manager Reese Goad continuing to tell people to stay home during Wednesday's virtual City Commission meeting. After nearly 2 weeks, Tallahassee police officers have responded to 72 calls in more than 50 different places. Out of all of them, not one arrest.
The reason we haven't had to take that extra step to take the enforcement action is because of the level of voluntary compliance that we've gotten.
Complaints range from large parties to gatherings by the pool and in apartment parking lots. The most frequent address, 4 calls to the Woodland Apartments on Tennessee Street. TPD says most of the time when officers arrive, people have been willing to split up immediately.
Some people are like, well, yeah, we understand. Maybe it just got a little bit too out of control, but thanks for the reminder. Thanks for getting us back in our lane.
Tallahassee Memorial Hospital President Mark O'Brien said in Wednesday's virtual meeting the hospital understands the pandemic hasn't been as bad as it could be, but in order to stay that way, people need to stay home.
Doesn't take much as far as irresponsible behavior for our good numbers turning to bad numbers. And this isn't just a numbers game, it's a lives game.
We have a desire to be around other humans. We get that. And what we're asking people to do is to be a responsible friend, to be a responsible loved one, because you can be contagious and not feel bad.
And don't forget, even though city facilities are closed, you can still technically go to parks, trails, and green spaces as long as you're following social distancing guidelines. In Tallahassee, Chantel Navarro, ABC 27.